If you're here already, please feel free to introduce yourself. Going to start in 3 minutes. Morning, Oliver. Morning, Tomo. How are you feeling today? Going to start in a couple of minutes when everyone's here. This is a bit like that time, you know, whenever we have like a single period and everyone's coming from languages and everyone arrives at different times, except at least I can see you there, whereas here it's different. Have you all got your books today? Books, pencil cases, calculators? Morning, Sophie. Let me say that. Okay, it's 8:10, so we'll begin. So good morning, Wednesday morning, second day of the online learning. So we're going to kind of jump in with a bit more formal stuff than perhaps we did in the last lesson. So hopefully you've all seen the Teamy post, which is why you're here, and we can just kind of go through that first few bits now. So we'll just kind of go through the schedule, and then we can just jump straight in with the independent work. So we've got a couple of things to do today. Obviously, this is the first part, so you're all here. So we're going to go into number 2, which is a document called MS Mathematics-Remote Learning SDO. Now, this is a document that we're going to use throughout the next 4 weeks. It's got a couple of just key bits of information. I might update it as we go through. It basically talks you through generally what a lesson is going to look like, although we'll do different things, different days, like a normal lesson, if you will, in maths via the remote learning link. It talks you through some of the timings, and it gives you a lot of links in there. So I would advise that you bookmark that document, because then you can just refer back to it later on. One of the things you'll notice is it has some links for your class. If you go to the last page, you'll see it has split the group into groups. And it also has a whole group meet link. So the basic structure of a lesson is going to be, we'll have an introduction like this, so it's easy for me to wait. And obviously I'm just talking at you. There's not like loads of people popping in and microphones and cameras, because we don't really need that for the first part. And I'm just going to introduce the lesson, like what you're going to do. Some of you at that point will be able to just carry on and start working. And then the second part of this introduction will be me perhaps teaching you something new or going through something we've done, maybe doing a screencast and showing you some examples. We're not necessarily going to do that today, but that will normally be what we'll do. And then after that, we're going to break off, and obviously you'll be then working independently at home in your particular homes. And then I'm just going to have a Google Meet link, which for the whole class. You won't join that. Basically, what you'll do is you'll be working independently, and then if you need to ask a question, you can log in, ask me, or wait for your turn to ask me a question. And then once you've got the answer you need, you can drop out again, and you can just come in and out. And I'll just be available, sat here as I am now, if you need me. Think of it like a virtual desk. You know, if you see me in the classroom and I'm at a desk, you come to the desk, you ask a question, I give you the answer, and then you return to your own desk. So that's what that whole class meet is going to be. It's like a virtual desk, if you will. So what are you going to be doing today? Well, next week, I know it seems weird, I'm going straight into next week. Basically, this is the last week of this unit. We've covered all the topics and all the content before the term break a couple of weeks ago. So this week's just going to be a review week, and I've prepared a couple more revision papers for you that you can use today. I've posted 3. You only need to do 1. Some of them you'll have already done. Okay, so don't worry if you've already done it. You just choose one of the ones you haven't done. Now, the groups that I've assigned you today, we're going to have a quick check-in, just like 5 minutes. I want to just have a chance to meet with all those 4 groups. On some lessons, what we'll do is we might split into small groups. Basically, once a week, I'm going to check in with smaller groups of you. That'll be an opportunity for you to ask questions, tell me things that you didn't understand. So instead of having 20 of us trying to have a video conversation, which is just unmanageable, I've split you into those 4 groups just to make it a bit easier for us to have a communication if we need to. And in about 10 minutes, I'm going to post the schedule over there in a second. I'm just going to check that you know what group you're in and you've got the links and the links are working in a moment. So let's just go back to where we were at. So let's just jump back a second. The document I shared with you in point 2 of the schedule on Teamy today, if you've missed the link, I've just put it in the live chat there. Okay, if you go to the last page of that document, you'll see it has a list of groups for you. Okay, group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you really can't find that, I'll just post it again. I'll post it in the chat on the right-hand side. Okay, and I've just split you just pretty much, into 4 even groups based on where you were sat in the class. So later on today, and the schedule is on Teamy, so if you missed this, you can look at the schedule on Teamy. Okay, we're just going to meet for 5 minutes in each of those groups. It will test the links, it will test that you know what group you're in, etc., etc. Okay, the links are in the document, the groups are in the document, and they're going to be the same for the next 4 weeks. The links and the groups are going to be exactly the same. There's 2 of you. Really? Which group are you in, Kate? Group 2. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll take you out of group. Which group would you like to be in, Kate? Sorry, I put you in 2 groups. Do you want to be in 1 or 2? You've got 5 seconds to decide. No, she didn't decide. I'll choose for her. Okay, I'll which group's bigger? I will take you out of group 1. There we go. No, I'll take out group 2, actually. That makes more sense. There we go. Okay. So we're going to meet in those groups just for 5 minutes today. And then at some point, normally in the single lessons, we'll have a check-in. I might not check in with all the groups, but that once a week, we'll just kind of have an opportunity to have a small conversation just so I can see where you are and you can share any thoughts, concerns, questions, etc. with me. So in the document, you can find the Google Meet links, and we're going to meet at the times that I've posted there that are on Teamy. Again, everything you always need is on Teamy, okay? Even if it's a link to a document like this where you can find information. So we're going to do that in a bit. What are you going to do while you're waiting for your slot? Well, like I said, you've got those 3 revision resources. Yes, Priscilla, the groups are going to be the same for the entire unit. Okay, if I decide to change them, I'll change them on that document, and I'll let you know. But for now, we're just going to keep them the same. Okay, you're only going to be meeting for maybe 10, 20 minutes every week. So it's not so much for group work. It's more just administrative, me splitting the class into 4 to make it easier for all of us to have a conversation. Reusable today, don't worry. So what are you going to do now? Well, once you found your group and you know what time you're meeting, you're then going to choose one of the 3 revision activities I've put on there for you. I've got a set of questions that are consolidating mastery, more kind of consolidating the mastery. I've got a set of questions that are just exemplary, and a set of questions that's a mix of all of the levels. Like I said, if you've already, some of them, because I know we were at different stages at the end of last term, if you've already done one of them, then don't do it again. Just choose one of the other activities. Okay, so choose one of those and complete that in your book. Should take you about 30 or 40 minutes. If you do manage to finish it, then obviously you can check your answers. I put the solutions on there. And if you finish very quickly and you've still got quite a bit, if you finish in like 5-10 minutes, then please do another one as well. But everyone should finish at least one complete task. So you're going to choose one of those. You're going to be working on that. You're going to meet in these small groups at the time you're given. At 8:45, okay, so that's 25 minutes, okay, I'm going to be available on the whole group. You only need to log into the whole group meeting if you have something you want to ask. If you're quite happy just working away on your questions, that's fine. If you think, oh, I'm stuck on a question, or I don't understand what I'm meant to be doing, then you can log in, ask the question. I'll be there the whole time. And then once you've got the answer you need, then you can log out and carry on. Okay. So does anybody have any questions at this point? You can just post them in the chat and I'll answer them now. I'm just going to hang around for 5 minutes. If you know what you're doing, then feel free to go to Teeny, choose a task, and start when you're ready. Okay, so start if you're ready, or ask me a question if you need to. I'm just going to hang around for a couple of minutes. No, you're all good. Okay, I think I must have given you good instructions, so I'm going to leave it there, because no one seems to be asking any questions. So in 5 minutes' time, I'm going to see group 1, and then group 2, 5 minutes after that, group 3, 5 minutes after that, group 4, 5 minutes after that. Look at timings on Teamy. Hopefully next lesson will be a bit more used to this, so I'll have to do less explanation and we'll have more time for other stuff. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now then, and I will see the groups at the times given.